causes of World War II were the acts of aggression committed by Nazi Germany, Fascist Italy, and Imperial Japan during the 1930s. These three nations, known as the Axis powers, were intent on increasing their areas of political and economic control. The Rome-Berlin-Tokyo axis wanted to control the world. The territorial aggressions of the Axis powers demonstrated the inability of the League of Nations to maintain peace. The failure of the League was a failure to adopt a united front against aggression, the failure to employ a policy of collective security. Instead, appeasement and indecision on the part of the democracies encouraged Axis aggression and resulted in Germany's attack on Poland on September 1st, 1939. The invasion of Poland marked the beginning of World War II and the end of appeasement, the policy of sacrificing innocent countries to an aggressor. Britain and France now declared war on Germany, and the British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain told the world,
"We in France are today going to the aid of Poland, for it is evil things that we shall be fighting against: brute force, bad faith, injustice, oppression, and persecution."
The totalitarian states of Italy, Germany, and Japan had their roots in the economic misery that came in the aftermath of World War I. Inflation and financial difficulties were followed by social disorder and political conflict. Rabble-rousing leaders took advantage of the widespread unrest and dissatisfaction. In this atmosphere of despair and discontent, many people gave their support to political groups that promised prosperity at the price of personal liberty. The result was totalitarianism, a form of government based on the supremacy of the state over the individual and marked by one-party rule under a strong leader or dictator. In Italy, in 1922, the Fascist Party marched on Rome and seized the government. Under the dictatorship of Benito Mussolini, the fascists set up a totalitarian state. In Germany, in 1933, Adolf Hitler and his Nazis captured the allegiance of the German people. The Nazi Party established a totalitarian regime based on the myth of German racial superiority. In Japan, the militarists and industrialists controlled a semi-feudal government. The Japanese believed their emperor was the son of heaven and that they were a divine nation whose imperial destiny was to rule all of Asia. Japanese demands for expansion were matched by Italian shouts for control of the Mediterranean. And the Nazis ranted about Lebensraum, living space. But no matter what they called it, it meant territorial aggression. Military training encouraged feelings of extreme nationalism among the youth of all three countries. Children were taught to give complete allegiance to the state and blind obedience to its leaders. The totalitarian states made aggressive war an accepted instrument of national policy. War is to the male what childbearing is to the female, proclaimed Mussolini. And Hitler shouted, "For the good of the German people, we must wish for a war every 15 or 20 years." As the Axis powers built up their military strength, the democracies looked on complacently and indifferently. It was Japan who committed the first act of aggression, leading to World War II. Its invasion of Manchuria in 1931 started the war